We are in day 10 of the government shutdown, and Republicans may be extending an olive branch. They say they'll raise the debt ceiling for 6 weeks so the government can pay its bills, but emphasize this is a short-term solution. Their long-term demands still haven't changed. And as it has been since the beginning, Americans and our military remain caught in the middle.
Yeah, Steph, 1 week from a potential debt default, and Senator Mark Warner says the damage that's already done is immeasurable. I and several other Virginia reporters talked to him today about the latest on the shutdown. Two big topics today: work on getting some type of retroactive pay to furloughed employees, and the possibility of wounded veterans' benefit checks coming to a halt November 1st.
You know, we've spent a year and a half trying to get the VA to improve their performance. We've worked with William and Mary Law School to try to get them to help, and finally the VA accepted. All that progress is disappearing because of this shutdown.
I also asked him about retroactive pay for those forced to take furlough. The Senate still has not voted. He said it will help federal employees, but they aren't the only ones hurt by the shutdown, obviously. He mentioned the ripple effect in the Virginia businesses and people in the private sector in particular who are all losing income during this impasse. You know, families of fallen service members will get death benefits. We talked about that yesterday. Let me get you up to date on the very latest on that. The Senate passed the resolution today before it even took roll call. This comes a day after private organizations stepped up to the plate. The Fisher House was prepared to pay those military families, as was the Special Operations Warrior Foundation, scheduled to give $20,000 to each family today. The Pentagon said it would reimburse both organizations. So it's progress that's being made each day, but many more families are still hurting from the shutdown right now, even ending up in unemployment lines. I put in a call to the Virginia Employment Commission, and a spokesperson says last week they received 3,500 more claims than the average for the past 5 weeks. Between October 1st and the 8th, 1,150 paper applications were from federal employees alone. They knew the shutdown would have this effect.
Well, about, I guess, 4 or 5 weeks ago, we started setting up the process that we would follow and creating this paper claim and the question and answer sheets. And we had it ready to be posted on the morning of October 1st if the furloughs actually happened.
So she says they haven't had this type of influx since the 1990s. Those who've already filed should receive their first deposit with up to $378 next week. Keep in mind, if you're paid retroactively after the shutdown, you'll have to pay that money back. Now, we've put a link on wavy.com for more information on how to file a claim and how to cancel a claim if you're called back to work.